Nox, the
Oh,
goddess,
nice.
primordial goddess of the night. There is her loading screen card. She looks like a frigid woman, doesn't she?
Mm-hmm.
she
Very cold.
yeah, that
Yeah.
headpiece is so cool, man. So
Cold
cool to
and
me.
uncaring.
Let's Thomas may be mad at me, so I'll go ahead and skip the landing page screen for now. But let's take her into the test map and
Oh, Thomas gonna
have a
get
run
you.
around. Huh?
I said Thomas gonna get you.
Yeah, Tom's gonna be mad at me if I show that, so I'll wait until we get into it here. Let's see. Let's go ahead and grab her. Okay. Let's let's take a look at Nox in game here, and we'll go through her abilities a bit. You can see here she is. Obviously, she will have a recolor skin. I
Mm-hmm.
doubt it's in the game package right now, so we'll wait on that one. But there she is, and we'll be taking her into a map where there is nothing else but her, and we'll be taking a look at her abilities and talking through them in
Don't
general
fear
terms.
the night.
First thing that sticks out to me here,
Embrace it.
I'll start talking so you can hear her voice a little bit, but um, is the candelabra. Quite clearly, is her passive,
Yes.
and is activated by something. Oh man, look at that in hand. So she's
Mm-hmm.
throwing like one hand night balls at people.
Yes.
Very cool. So let's go through her abilities. Number one, Shadow Barrier is the name of this ability. You can see it's upgraded there.
Mm-hmm.
So activating this ability appears to be some manner of shield. So
Yes.
kind of talk us through this ability a little bit.
Okay. So yeah, this her first ability is in fact a shield that is activated for a very short amount of time. And I really like the sort of reactionary play that comes out of abilities like this. And basically what it does is you activate it. It's up for a short amount of time, and during that time, if you're hit with a harmful ability, it will mitigate a certain percentage of that damage.
That is to say, abilities, right? Not in hands, not modified in hands. So something like Rom's astral, or sorry, Rom's arrows.
Hmm.
Would that trigger it?
Yes, it would trigger it since that's part of the ability for him. But yeah,
So good rule of thumb is if you see orange numbers,
yes.
that means that you've taken ability damage in Smite, and so that would trigger the shield.
Hmm.
So and the shield mitigates ability damage, right?
Yes.
And my understanding of it is that it goes from some to almost 100%.
Yeah.
It's not full, but it's pretty good.
Yeah, it gets pretty good.
So let's go ahead and
And also, if there's a channeled ability or a dot, it'll mitigate the first tick of that damage on you.
right. So
So
if you
you
get a
can
Jean-Qui
still-
card or whatnot.
Yeah, you still take sustained damage if somebody's channeling on you, so it won't block, a full ability.
So her abilities are there's the Raven and then there's the Night Terror as the ultimate there. And
Mhm.
we'll go and rank up Shadow Barrier again. So her one is the shield. Her two appears to be some kind of line target.
Hmm. Yes, so that's
Oh, neat. She sends out the Raven.
yeah. So it's
Fast.
It's called Nightfall Raven. Basically, it's a line target that silences.
Okay.
For a short amount of time, and it also puts a mark on you. So once you hit them, it puts a mark on them for 5 seconds, and they're quote unquote shrouded in darkness.
Right, which is what that effect is you see there on the old Odin.
Yeah.
And then her three, this ability is a circle attack, it looks like here.
Hmm.
That deals damage. Okay, so it actually has some time before it detonates, it looks like there.
Yes.
And this ability is very short cooldown, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Mhm.
Let's actually take a look at kind of what that is. So
Yeah, it's really short.
really short. So that 4 second cooldown.
Yeah, 3 or 4 seconds.
3 or 4 second cooldown.
Yeah.
So obviously, yeah, you see in the corner there. All art and effects are not, of course, final, but
Mhm.
so there's an interaction between these abilities, right?
Yeah.
So I silence him. He's marked, and then while he's marked, I can use. Now, is it all of my abilities interact with the mark, or just my three?
Just your three.
Okay, so I'll go ahead and seal the deal with poor Odin there. He'll respawn
Yeah.
here in just a second, but we'll take a look at kind of the difference between. As you see, okay, yeah, just dealing additional damage. You saw a second number there
Yeah.
behind it, so
Yeah.
that's pretty strong
So
there.
if they are marked by your second ability, the third ability does extra damage.
Okay, right, and so it's not additional damage on the three. It is actually a secondary damage source.
Yeah.
So she's actually really good against other Noxes, right? I mean, she can do damage twice in the single. And then her ultimate is it's a short targeter. It looks like here, sitting
Yeah.
about what is it, about 35 feet, and it looks like okay. So I've actually linked now to the Odin.
Yes.
So now, what are some of the benefits that I get from being linked to this Odin?
Okay, so while you are linked to an enemy god, basically what it does is when you're linked to an enemy god, anytime they cast an ability, they take damage.
Okay, so you won't see much of it actually in action here,
Mhm.
but she just basically says I deal damage to you if you cast this target here.
Right.
Now, does she get any benefit for being linked to someone?
Yes. Also, when they cast an ability, it shortens the cooldowns of her other abilities.
Ah, so it's kind of like she's a mage killer.